Welcome back to the layout. It's been a while since I've done a full video. I have been uploading some shorts over the 3, 4, probably even longer months that I've not done a video. And you've probably seen this ETA 150 from Hobby Train on one of those. That's one of the latest additions to my fleet of stock. As you can see, it's running very smoothly. I still have not looked at getting the lights connected up for this. That is a job to do, but that's not a high priority for me. As long as it's running, then I'm happy. The lights don't really bother me that much, so just let this one run through and take you through what I've been doing on the layout. Nothing itself to the layout has been done. I have been obviously running trains and getting the enjoyment from that, but what I have been doing is looking at some of the little details and starting to fix some of those, and I will show you that in a second. But as you can see here, the layout is the same as before. Nothing has changed. All good. A couple of little issues that I need to attend to. I think I may have mentioned this before, I can't remember. This signal here from Brower, these come with the little bulbs in them for the lights, and on this one the bulbs stopped working, and it was really difficult to get this fixed. I basically had to remove the signal from the layout to do that and replace it with LEDs. In hindsight, I should have done it for all of them, because this one over here, the bulbs aren't working anymore. And this is probably going to be the most difficult one to remove from the layout, because I've embedded it into the layout. These signals, when you get them, come with the mechanism underneath them, so they stand up a little bit higher. So I've buried them into the layout to basically hide the mechanism. But the problem with that is, if something goes wrong, then you've got a very, very difficult time of it to get that fixed. So I'm not too fussed at the moment, but that is a job that will need to get done. So the details that I've been dealing with on the layout. One of the main ones was vehicles, the cars, etc. The ones that I have looked very plasticky. I'm not going to ever expect to get realistic looking cars and buses, etc. But I decided to at least make some minor improvements. And here you can see this is the final result, because these have all been done. The bus I'm particularly happy with. It looks a lot better than the one that was before. And the cars, I've done some touching up and detailing work on them. The same with the truck and these vehicles over here, and the truck in the goods yard here. But let me take you over to my desk, and I will show you what I mean with regards to vehicles. Now here is what I would call a typical vehicle from Viking. Just trying to see, Opel Admiral. fairly nice detailed vehicle, but as you can see, the wheels are all silver. So that's not realistic straight away. And if I put this round, the body is all black, which is fine, but that includes all the lights, etc. And again, that's just, even when you glance at it, you think that there's something wrong there. So what I've been doing is taking these apart, and if I bring one across that I'm working on at the moment, here's a little VW Beetle. And the first thing to make an immediate improvement is painting the tyres, getting them to a black colour. And then you've got the hubcap. You can have whatever colour you want. And then bumpers. I've just picked that out with a chrome colour. And the next thing for this, still, as I said, this is a work in progress, so it's not all glued back together. The next thing is to pick out the headlights, and on the back the brake lights, the plate for the registration number, and just a few other bits and pieces. These vehicles do not come with interiors, but at this scale, you wouldn't really see anything anyway. So I'm not too bothered about that, but I think just doing a couple of these little modifications, especially the tyres and picking out the lights and brake lights, etc., do make a world of difference. And here's, if I can show you, this one is get this to focus, is a bus. This was originally just all one colour, so I've painted it, the bodywork, the roof, and then, as you can see, just added the little details of the brake lights, registration plate at the back, and if I can get this around, on the front, picked out the registration plate, the lights, and I've even just given the interior just a quick paint, nothing too detailed, just picking out the seats in a sort of brown leathery colour. Just makes the world of difference. And the wheels, again, they were a shiny black, so I've painted them a rubber black and highlighted the hubcaps and axles, etc. So when you just see it now, it does look much better and can pass a basic inspection. So that is one of the little projects that I have been doing, and is still ongoing. I have got lots of vehicles, and again, if I just quickly, oops, just dropped something there, never mind, show you some of the older vehicles that I have. Now these are these, and everyone knows them, I think. You can buy them, well, I bought these in Germany at a model railway exhibition. I think it was a pack of 50, I think, for, I think at the time it was something like €6, really cheap. And unfortunately, you get what you pay for. They are cheap, and not very well painted, not very well detailed. If I take this red one, for example, you can see the windows. There's a lot of thick plastic there. Absolutely no details on the front. Although on these ones, the lights have been picked out, but it's just a dash of paint, not very well applied. And the tyres are just a shiny black, and it just doesn't look real. So I have actually attempted to try and see if I can improve these. And this is a close-up look on one that I'm working on at the moment, some sort of people carrier that I've sprayed a metallic silver. I've still got the wheels to do on one side here. I've picked out the alloy wheels. I've still got the windows and glass work to be done. I'm actually not sure it's actually worth the effort, because this has taken a lot of time to get to this stage, and it is very, very tricky work. So I may just get rid of all of these cheaper cars. The idea when I bought them was to keep them in the background where you can't possibly see them in any detail, but on my layout I've got no really areas where that happens, so I'll have to give that a think. Now, one of the other things that I've been doing is detailing some of my buildings, and this is one of them. This is a house being demolished kit from Polar, and you do get the basic building in the kit along with the groundwork, but what I've done is just basically added a lot of extra detail, bits and pieces of pipe, crushed, crumbled brickwork, etc., and just tried to just improve it a little bit. And there's a reason for that, which I'll get to in a minute. And then I've also created my corrugated iron fence, which I will put around this building. Here's just one portion of it, and I'll have a digger that I'll also add to it. I just need to get some workmen, and then that'll be that done. And the reason that I want to do that and other buildings that I have is, if I take you over to my main station, on this side here we have some older style, typically European style buildings, which some of them have been weathered and improved. Others still need a little bit of work done to them. So that's on that side. But on this side, at the front here, I have some very modern buildings. And I have been thinking about these for a while, and they just are not in keeping with the rest of the buildings on my layout. And even if you look at the buildings in the background, on my background there, they just don't fit in. So what I am going to do is basically get rid of these and replace them with the building that you've just seen will be one that will fit in here somewhere, and other older style European themed buildings. And with that in mind, if we go back to my desk, I will show you something that I'm working on at the moment. Here we go. Put this out of the way. Now this is a work in progress. It was a building that I bought extremely cheap, I have to say, but it was already built, about 95% completed, and it wasn't that bad, standard of a build, but I've basically taken it apart as much as I can, basically removed the roof, and I removed this front bit here, which I already glued back in, and I'm just touching them up, adding a bit of detail, because when it came to me it looked, well, it was very plasticky looking. So this is a work in progress, but once that's done, that will go on to next to my station. And the reason I'm doing this is as a test, really. I wanted to see, could I take pre-made buildings and take them apart and put them back together again after a bit of detailing, touch-up work, repaint as necessary. And the results so far would say that, yeah, I can do that. I mean, some of the rework is involved, especially this corner here, if I can get the light onto it properly. Is involved putting a bit of plastic putty in there to fill in some gaps. But yeah, it's worked. So I will be continuing to do that until I can replace all those modern buildings on my station. One of the other things that I've been built recently, oh, sorry for the finger in front of the lens there, is this windmill. I can just get the light onto it. There we go. Again, something I've just touched up. No, I just touched up. I built and then weathered it and did a few touch-ups. After that, added some minor detailing that doesn't come with the kit, mainly on the sail here. There's some iron bracing that I added, basically thin strips of plastic card, just to make it look a bit more detailed. It's sitting on its stand at the moment, but I've not put the grass and everything all the way, because that'll obviously have to be integrated into the landscape. The question is, of course, where will this go? I do like this style of building, but I don't really have a spot for it on my layout at the moment, and that may be one of the buildings that goes into my planned extension, if that ever comes to fruition. I keep on thinking about it and changing my mind, but so far nothing has progressed on that. So that's those are the basic things that I've been doing on my layout. I can take you around and show you some other. There's a little VW camper. Again, the original model was just one colour. I've just added some details, painted it, so it just looks a lot better. I also have, where are we? Yeah, this truck here and trailer. It's got no load on it at the moment. I need to figure out what I'm going to put onto that. What else? Some trucks without trailers, just sitting on wagons. Again, just little details like painting the fuel tanks, painting the tyres, painting the actual body a sort of dark grey colour that they normally come in, and just highlighting some of the details. And what else have I got? One of these little Unimogs, I think they're called. Again, the original model was just one colour. With the wheels were actually black on this one, but they were the shiny black, so I just took it apart and painted it. And truck with a trailer, same story again. Instead of being a garish plastic sort of colour, I've just made the tarpaulins at the back a more realistic sort of khaki drab sort of colour, and done some highlighting on it. It's just these little things that I'm working on at the moment. So as I said, yeah, these buildings will leave the layout at some point. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I will probably end up just selling them. As I said, they don't really fit onto the layout. with the other buildings that I have. So it'll, I think, give it a better look overall if I can get the buildings more uniform and consistent. Right, that's everything for the moment. I will now show you some running sessions of other engines and wagons that I have on the layout. You may have seen some of these before. I don't think I have any new rolling stock apart from the ETA 150 that I showed you, and that was the subject of a short that I did. The only other one is this loco here, which I digitized and converted obviously from analog to digital. And the wagons, that was also the subject of another short, so you'll see that running again very shortly. But apart from that, that's all I have for now.